Joining us now, an outstanding candidate for Texas Comptroller and former Texas State Senator Don Huffines. Don, you're the man who is working to doge Texas. How are voters reacting?
I'm leading in all the polls in a competitive primary. It's a message that resonates, Matt. It really does. I mean, we're all seeing what's happened in Minnesota and elsewhere. Of course, in Washington, we saw what Trump was able to uncover with Elon Musk. And, we've been gaslighted a lot. And it's time to clean up government, and that's what I'm going to do for the state of Texas. It's a very important position the comptroller is. Elected statewide. I don't report to the governor or the legislature. It's an independent organization, and the scale of Texas is massive. It's huge. We're spending over $500 million a day, and all that comes through my office.
You're a businessman, much like President Trump. You've been one of his strong supporters for a number of years. How do you plan to bring that experience to bear to find the fraud?
Well, first I got to get control of my office. I have over 3,000 employees. And you know who runs the state of Texas? I like to say this. Our legislature only meets every other year for 140 days. Old cowboys that wrote our Constitution knew what they were doing. And they also didn't want the legislature holding and signing the check. So that's why they gave the job to independent. And that's why I'm elected. I report to the voters. But what first thing we got to do is get control of that office. I'm not only in charge of all the spending, I collect all the revenue. I'm the procurement officer for the state. Everything over 208 state agencies buy has to come through my office. So, some things I'm going to do, I think a lot of people in the nation should be aware of. As a border state, we're spending billions of dollars on illegals. Billions. We think we're spending about $8 billion a year educating children in our government school system. They aren't even supposed to be here. Hospitals, where reports are coming out, we're spending over $1 billion annually, incarceration, border security, and that's what the other states, this is Texas taxpayer money. Other states don't have this issue, of course, but Texas has been burdened by it for a long time. So I'm going to get eyes on that. I'm going to find out exactly how much we're spending, and I hope Washington's going to reimburse us some of that money, and I'm going to do everything I can to help get some of these illegals, all of them, whether they're Chinese, communists, or whoever, we're going to try to get them to self-deport out of Texas.
Does the comptroller have those powers if you don't have a cooperative governor or if you don't have cooperative local officials?
Well, the power of the purse, Matt, is really powerful. It really is. I mean, that's just a fact. Like DEI, for instance. The governor has decided we're not going to have DEI in our state anymore, in our universities, in our schools, and in our government agencies. Well, we still do. And it's very difficult to weed itself out. And what I'm going to do is just say, you're not going to get any money. As simple as that. You're not going to get a check until you prove that you don't have DEI on your curriculum or your syllabuses and things like that for the education. It's the same with everything. Education, it could be the illegals. The power of the purse is really powerful.
I have to ask you a political question because it is Texas. One of the most concerning Democrats in the country is running to be your senator, Jasmine Crockett. Is she going to win that Democratic primary? And if so, should we be concerned about Texas electing her to the Senate?
I think you should always be concerned about Texas. Texas is so unique, so special. I mean, we have a very special heritage here. Why do you think that the leftists are always coming for Texas? Because they know that if they take Texas, they control not just the United States, they control the world. If we lose Texas, we lose the free world. We are the foundation of the Republican Party. We're the foundation of liberty and freedom for the world. And so we have to keep fighting. We got to make sure we're the lighthouse and we never go out. And of course they're coming. To answer specifically your question, she does have a chance. She's in a competitive primary with Tallarico on the Democrat side. I think he is leading in the polls, but they can raise tens of millions of dollars very quickly, and they're doing that. But I think we'll win that race. I think that we have a competitive primary on the Republican side for the U.S. Senate, but whoever wins that position, the nomination of the Republican Party, will not make sure that we hold that seat in the U.S. Senate. But do not underestimate how red Texas is. It's not as red as most people think. We're under attack all the time. All the major metropolitan areas in Texas are blue, all of them. Trump only got 37% of the vote in Dallas County, where I'm at.
Well, you are right that if we lose Texas, we lose the country. And that's why we're grateful men like you are stepping up to stand the watch for all of us. Don Huffines, one of President Trump's big supporters, looking forward to a big primary election victory here in the coming weeks. Appreciate you joining us.
March 3rd, we're going to win it. Go to
DonHuffines.com. Stay safe on the trail.
Thank you, Matt. Good to see you.
Indeed. Thank you.